Welcome back to Big Games for Little Sis. I'm Mitch, your little sis. This is the last. It's 4. There's 4 of them. This is the last of them. This is it. You don't get any more. Never again. Not. We'll figure it out later. Some noisy rain. This one is called Survey. Start survey? Yes. No. No survey for me, thanks. I'm going to... Toggle? That's weird. Press. Got him. Do I lose? Do I have to restart? Bed. Ceiling, door. Well, I guess I don't get to take the survey. Don't. Hey, guess what? We're gonna run that again from the top. Here we are. This game is called Start Survey. It's right there. Ready? Yes. Are you having a nice day? Oh, I am having a nice day. Thank you. Do you have many responsibilities? Don't we all? The crushing weight of these responsibilities. Look around for a moment. Are you familiar with your surroundings? Yeah, sure. Do you know where you are? I do not. I just... Oh, frickin'... Have you ever had a panic attack? I did one time. I think it was. It was at the Robot Cabaret in Japan. Do you ever find yourself questioning your existence? The only time I questioned my existence was at the Robot Cabaret in Japan. I thought maybe I was meant to be a robot. Do you believe there is a God? One time I was at this Robot Cabaret and I thought to myself, maybe God is a robot? Are you answering these questions out of free will? Yes. I'm not some sort of robot. Are you certain? Absolutely. Do you feel comfortable in your room? This room? Is this my room? No. If the lights went out, would you be scared? Scared? What an interesting question. I would be... If the lights went out right now... Oh, let's think about this one for 7 or 8 minutes. Well, if the lights went out, my first thing would be to reach into my drawer, grab a flashlight, and it wouldn't be light out anymore. So, no, I would not be scared. I know exactly what to do. I have a plan. Have I ever wondered when you'll die? No. Close. Oh, go close the door. Oh. Have you cleaned off your desk lately? That's gonna be a fat no. Open the folder on your desk. Pick up. Do you recognize the contents? Paper? Hello! Almost got you. No. Throw away the contents of the folder. Do you have internet access? Yes, that's how I got this game. Do you have any enemies? Every advertiser that wants to know my ASL. If you suddenly went missing, would anybody come looking for you? As previously discussed, if I was to go missing, my work would absolutely lose their entire mind, because that is not allowed. Are you alone? I'm gonna say no. My cat's around here somewhere. I don't know where she is. It's very cold in here. It's like 30 degrees today, and I left the heating off because I enjoy being cold. If you screamed, would anybody hear? Yes, they would get upset with me, I'm sure. Seraphina counts as anybody. You know the person standing behind you? Nice try. I've got a camera right there. I can see behind me, and don't think I don't check it constantly when I'm playing horror games. Because I am. Checking it constantly. Come fight me! Come fight me, I'll destroy you! Woo! I may have pooped a little. Are you alone? Not anymore. Relax. Take some time to relax. Have some water. Are you relaxed? Absolutely not. Are your feelings real and not just programmed like a machine? Like a robot? Let me tell you, one time I was at this robot cabaret in Japan, and I began to wonder if my feelings were real. Is there meaning to life? No. The meaning to life is to get to all the possible robot... Do you know who you are yet? No. Do you know what's happening? I don't. If you were told the truth about your existence, would you deny it in hopes for a better answer? No, truth is the best thing there is. Itch player 652. What is that? Is that like my itch.io username? Wow, nice try, Buckwheat. When I ask you questions, is it really you answering? Yes? If I could prove to you that you are not sentient, would you be shocked? Yeah, because you can't prove anything to someone that's not sentient. Do you want to know the truth? I can't handle the truth. Yes, I do. Look out your window. Look around you. This room. This door. The house next door. This zoo. This prison. None of it is real. Mr. Anderson, I made this world. I made you. I've been trying to help you see for what it is, and now I've finally done it. I hate it here. I can finally set you free. Oh, thank you. You've just forgotten one thing. My hat. Oh, the game just ended. It closed itself. Alrighty then. Alright, this one's called Examination of Fear. We're going to examine my fear. Excellent. I've always wondered about that.
Hello. Welcome to the RPE examination module. This is an examination for the entrance in our organization. We are going to show you a few images, and you will choose if they seem scary or not. Please be honest towards your answers, as it is for your own safety. And yes, your choices will have consequences. Good luck.
Okay. They say head examiner is because he's just a head. Starting exam, the RPE protocol. The rear pectoral extension protocol. Oh, it's a scary ghost. You know, God, that's really scary, yeah. A skeleton? This is very loud. I'm going with scary. Fortune Integer 5s. Scary. Something coming through the door at night. Scary. Yes. A tall person. Oh, tall people are scary. Hi. Hello. Yes, good to meet you. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Lottie have mossy. Scary. Yes. I don't want that anywhere on my ceiling. Like a monkey spider. Are these eyes, and this is some sort of multifaceted mouth monster? Yeah, scary for sure. Looks like a front-on view of like a lizard person. Scary. This looks like a glove with two eyes. It's Shiri. I don't know what that meant. A clown with big scary teeth? Scary. Ooh. A person with a flesh-eating disease. That's scary, but for a different reason. I feel bad. Oh, a person yawning in the darkness. Oh, terrifying. Oh, this guy is scary. Yeah, big Test subject. Alive. Oh. Okay. Yep. Uh-huh. Walking through woods, maybe? Trees for sure. Plants. Some sort of barkalicious flora, aka trees. That's the technical term for W-H-Y. Why do? D-O do. Why do? Y-O-U. Why do you? M-A-K-E. Why do you make? Us. Why do you make us... I feel like this could go a little quicker. Why do you make us suspicious? Suffer. Why do you make us suffer? Uh-oh. Peekaboo! I see you! Running won't work. Play dead. Okay. Like, that was actually quite fun. I like that. The darkness. Yes, very scary. You fear God? Yes. Do you fear the devil? Not even a little bit. Do you fear lies? Lies just words, and words just wiggly air. Do you fear the truth? Absolutely not. There's nothing more important than the truth. Do you fear losing your loved ones? Oh, that would suck. I love those guys. Do you fear love? Oh. Yeah. Baby, don't hurt me. Do you fear death? No, I welcome death like an old friend. I'm very cool and edgy. Do you fear suffering? Well, yeah, I would hate to suffer. That would suck. Do you fear yourself? Listen, I'm going to put it this way. I am the most dangerous thing in this room. And if I fear the most dangerous thing in any given environment, then yes, I am scurry. Do you fear me? Who are you? Nah. Just scare me. Just a big TV. I could punch you with one hand. And then I punch you with the other hand. Because you know why? I got two of these. Alright, we're going for the classic upside down video to a nursery rhyme. You don't know how many of us died here. They killed everyone I could have called my family. I saw it right in front of my ears. They were torn apart into blood and flesh. Wait, isn't that what they already were? I could not save them. I mean, people are already blood and flesh. All I did was pray that I wasn't next. Need apostrophe, please. Why did you not help me, God? Oh, well, I can't answer that.
Examination recorded. You will be mailed your results by the next Sunday. Thank you. Have a good day.
I did it. I win. Game by Tejas Joshi. Is that it? Click, click, click. Nothing else. Okay, well then I guess we're moving on to the next one. Okay, Stark County Threat Assessment Test. That's the name of the game. It's right there. You can read it yourself if you'd like to. I'll give you a moment to catch up and make sure I'm telling the truth. Alright, that's enough time. So anyways, this is obviously going to be very similar to the other county training video, I presume. Presumably. I guess we'll find out. I'm glad each county is doing this, though. After an apparent spike in murders and disappearances, we have put together this test to help prevent any more assaults. You'll be given a handful of images with different people in them. You will rate them based on how threatening they seem to you. Your ratings will be given on a scale from 1 to 10. Good luck. Why would I need luck if I'm just being asked my opinion? How threatening is this image? Oh, that haircut? Maximum threat. Her? Yeah, she looks like she'd beat you to death with, like a Nokia with some glamour on it. 6. I feel pretty confident in my 6 there. Threatening is this image. Wears glasses. He's a nerd. Very deadly. Nerds know all kinds of stuff. How threatening is this image? Not really enough information to go off of. Just a couple of eyes. I'm going to go with 2 for 2 eyes. Yeah, I said what I said. How threatening is this image? Glasses, another nerd. Maximum threat. You never know what's behind those glasses. How threatening is this image? Oh, is that... Hey, come get breakfast. Breakfast is ready. It's your favorite. 0. 0. Less than threatening. I would love someone to come wake me up with breakfast. How threatening is this image? Ibner Agbenfenser. It's just a really blown out picture of an old man. No threat. How threatening is this image? 3 people. Bless you. Gesundheit, I guess. 3 people aren't a threat, really. They're just hanging out. Can we all chill out? How threatening is this image? Is that a caterpillar person? Oh, is that the person? That's a caterpillar person. That's the person from Alice in Wonderland. That dude's chill as heck. He give you a little puff pass. Oh, it's our old friend, old Two Eyes Johnson. Threat. Threat. He's looking at a threat. That's why his eyes are so big. He's, threat. Big threat. It is too late. No, it's not. It's only like 9 o'clock. It's almost 10. It's not too late at all. I am already here. You're giving me this test. Of course you are. What else could you be? Your time is up. Oh, we're done. We did it. Test complete. I hope I got a good grade. Door? No. Well, I'll be honest, I have no idea what's going on here. Is this a really, really, really slow-moving bullet from an old arcade game heading towards a pretty new-looking door? Skipping? Congratulations, you have completed the test. Your final score, 50. That's not bad. That's not bad. There was only 53 points I could have gotten. A Game Boy Resum. I liked it. I feel like I did really good on that one. Really good. Moving on. Welcome to the Group 864 training program for new recruits. This is the last scary test. I don't know why this was in this grouping, but it's a scary test apparently. Begin training, resume training. None of these are... There we go. Alright, how does this grab you? Is this some sort of visual novel? Because there is... skip dialogue options here. This is... controls. You know what, let's just jump into it. Welcome to Group 864 New Recruit. It's a pleasure to welcome you to our team. Here at Group 864 we have 3 ranks: managers, instructors, and death row inmates who have graciously given a second chance at life for joining our group. Yes, that's some good old Class D personnel right there. This program is intended for rank 3 individuals. Oh no, am I a rank 3 individuals? Anything's unclear, please ask your instructor to go over your paper waiver with you again. Let's do it. Important safety notice. At Group 864, safety is always our top priority. We investigate anomalies and creatures that the public must not know about for their own good. Confirm that you are aware of the following risks. While working as an R3 personnel, I may see things that human beings were never meant to see. For example, ghosts, purgatory, unending torment, and curses. If I see anything unidentified, I must remain patient and follow my instructor's orders. After joining Group 864, I will not leave. Press enter to confirm your choices. We can't wait to get you started. Good! Training can start. There are 5 core lessons at the heart of your training. For part 1, these are awareness, be careful, dealing with stress and recreation, also hacking. Press enter. Always know what's behind you. There's nothing behind me. Helpful safety tips for missions. When you see something unknown, don't approach it. Instead, report it. If you see something, report something. Report any strange noises immediately as well. Don't let anything sneak up behind you. Frequently check your surroundings if you're alone. Always maintain a clear view of anomalies, unless you're instructed to avoid eye contact. Always be aware. Please listen to the following clip, and we'll ask you a question.
This is Operative 306 from Group 864. I found a strange creature while exploring in Antarctica, and it has several horns on its head and fangs. The color of the creature is... Wait, where did it go? I've lost sight of the creature, attempting to re-establish eye contact at the moment.
Okay. What did the operative do wrong? He didn't keep eye contact. What a fool. Yes, that's correct. If you're on a mission like this goober, never lose track of where the entity is located, otherwise it might sneak up on you. Every year we lose an unnecessary number of lives because our operatives didn't follow procedure. Don't make the same accidents. Follow the plan. How it's done. After Operative 306 died, we sent a couple of responsible R3 individuals to clean up his mess. When they arrived at his location, they removed the creature's horns with a chainsaw and were able to put it to sleep. Always listen to orders on your missions if you don't want to end up like 306. What a doofus. Don't worry, everything will be fine for you as long as you do everything. It'll be fine, hee hee! That's a little less professional than I'm used to reading. Lesson 2. Next, when and where to use caution. It's an important tool when dealing with uncertain circumstances. That's why here, Group 864, our operatives must learn what it means to be extra cautious. In most cases, you should be able to rely on the orders of your instructors, but in some rare situations, even they cannot be trusted. If your instructor ever begins to exhibit the following symptoms, report it immediately to a manager. Stop listening to your instructor right away. Severe redness in the eyes, lifeless facial expression, foaming at the mouth, bizarre voice or atypical requests. It's important to report these symptoms to a manager to get your instructors the medical help they need. Don't listen to anything a creature tells you, unless you're alone and have no other choice. In northwest Minnesota in '86, some people reported hearing screams coming from deep within the forests. Those who would investigate never came back. After Group 864 wiretapped some of the local police calls, we had learned enough information to investigate the forest ourselves. Pay close attention to this story, because you yourself might be tasked on a mission like this one day at our group. There was a humanoid creature living in the woods that would lure people inside. When anybody got deep enough into the woods, they would find a dead animal lying on the ground, usually a deer. Then the subject would descend from the trees, drag any people underground to a tunnel that it dug. The subject would bind its victims to the walls of the tunnels with a sticky substance and gradually feed off their bodies, starting with the eyes. It was a slow death for them. The monster operated for a few years before we were able to put it to sleep. We had to be careful not to anger the subject. And after we covered the entrance of the tunnels, to this day, some of the victims' bodies are still deep down in those underground tunnels. You may be asked to help clean up eventually. Terrible stories from the past as this remind us of the importance of caution. Always be cautious and listen to your orders to avoid a similar fate and live to see another day. Your second test. Now that you understand the importance of using caution and bearing awareness, we will give you a more involved test than last time. This test is important to understand if you can practice good caution. We will now ask you to control the security system we have installed to a closed-off house in Arizona. The residents moved out because they'd claimed the house had a bad aura and that it was haunted. An undercover operative from Group 864 purchased the house from them using taxpayer money so our group could study it further. We've boarded all the entrances and windows to the house and installed a security system that we now use to train our 3 individuals like yourself. You'll be using Cam 4 to view a ghost, which is typically seen wandering around in a room that Cam 4 watches. You can remotely control the security system from your computer, but use caution because a real ghost resides there, and upsetting it could have dire consequences for you. Some operatives reported discomfort during the test, and the feeling that the invisible thing was touching them during the test. This is normal. You're now connected. Please use caution. Well, me and the ghost both want to watch TV, I think. I'm gonna move my bad self out of the way there. Now you can see the room better. Shall I play a calming song? Oh, hey, bud. Uh-huh. No signal. That's not good. We've been hacked. Nice work, recruit. That's how we do it. According to our logs, you did not shock the ghost. That's very cautious behavior from you. There was no reason to shock the ghost, and you were instructed not to. We're glad you made the right decision and stayed cautious. The ghost is simply aware of your existence now, but it doesn't have much of a reason to dislike you. Please continue, operative. Save. Oh, okay. Note, some operatives report having intense nightmares of shadow people after the test, or sometimes they report that they saw objects moving on their own, or even other strange phenomena. Usually it only happens if they shocked the ghost. Whoopsies, that is not what I meant to do. Boop, scooch myself right back over there. And we're good. Since you didn't do that, we don't expect you to experience these symptoms, but if you do, please let your instructor know. They may be asked to answer a brief survey purely for our information. Thank you. The purpose of this test was to see if you have a good sense of survival skills, and it's clear that anybody with a self-preserving head about them would not anger such a ghost as you have done. We're excited to have you on our team soon. It's important that we now carry on. There's much training to do. Alright, lesson 3. We're here. Oh, that's a picture I didn't want to see. Should I just stay in this corner here? I'm going to stay in this corner here. This will be in your next lesson. It's about dealing with stress. Something we all have to face, especially Group 864. Lesson 3. When you're biting your nails, sweating, there's a feeling in your gut like something just isn't right. What do you do? Don't worry and don't fear. We're here to help. Stress can interfere with your ability to perform on missions. And here at Group 864, we will teach you how to overcome the anxiety that these missions might put you through so you can think clearly enough to do all of your work the right way. As you know by now, we deal with things that are different from what people are usually used to dealing with, such as ghosts, psychics, toxic chemicals that get into the human skin on contact, slowly poisoning the body. But Just because these things are different doesn't mean they're bad. Sometimes they're just misunderstood, and well, sometimes they are indeed bad. It's important to know the difference, as it can be hard to tell sometimes, but don't worry, we will teach you. Some of the entities we deal with may appear threatening, but it's important to stay relaxed and assess the situation first. We will provide you with all the correct information about an entity before each mission, so that you know what you're dealing with. In some cases, you may not have the information necessary to deal with an entity, in which case it's important to question the following: how it acts when you're around, what angers it, what it does when nobody is looking. How it acts when you're around. If a creature is attempting to relax you, then perhaps it doesn't have an ill intent after all. But if it is intimidating you and doesn't try to relax you, even when you are visibly nervous, then be cautious of it. Perhaps it's not your friend, but instead a monster? Ooh. You can avoid stress in these situations by remembering the simple quote: that monster may painfully torture me while I am alive, but once I am dead, no monster can hurt me anymore. This quote should help you stay relaxed during any threatening creatures in your missions. Cool. What angers it? If you have done something to hurt the creature and it responds with anger, that doesn't mean the creature is bad necessarily because you provoked it. This is why it's important to understand what makes a creature anger when understanding whether it's a friend or an enemy to you. Pay close attention to its temper and when it lashes out and under what circumstance it does so. This knowledge and information will allow you to understand if it's a friend or a foe of you. What it does when no one's looking is equally important to the other two tips. This tip will help you understand when a creature is playing tricks on you. Sometimes it's important to consider any information about the creature's behavior when it's alone. Some creatures that are known to be pleasant in person have proven to be aggressive in private. Those creatures are secretly plotting against you and waiting for the right time to strike. If this information is available, always seek to understand what a creature acts like by itself. Nuclear option, huh? They may also be stressed out about the knowledge of these creatures' existences now. Many of our operatives report the same feelings as you. Don't worry. These creatures are not a threat to the American public as long as we are around and operational. Should anything go wrong, however, at Group 864 we have some plans for when the Earth is ever at risk due to an anomaly. We have several underground bunkers for safety. In the rare event that a creature is threatening the entire human race, we can rest in our bunkers and detonate the 3,000 antimatter bombs that the government has secretly allowed us to keep in Flagstaff, Arizona. This is known as Plan Z. It's safe to say there's nothing to worry about. Kaboomskis. Don't forget, it can always get worse. Yes, as you can tell, we definitely deal with a lot of stressful things at Group. That's okay, because nobody needs to do it, and our R3 individuals got no other choice at this point. One more quote that will help you keep getting relaxed is this: don't worry, or don't forget, it can always get worse. It's time to assess what you've learned. Time for another quiz. Here we go. This quiz may be hard, but it should be easy for someone like you. After all, you've been doing so good. When you're ready, please continue. Save. Let's see. If you're facing certain doom, what should you do? Certain doom? It's certain? Well, I should certainly relax then. Correct. Please continue. Excellent work. Now keep that momentum going, operative. Fantastic indeed. Wow. If your instructor is speaking languages that don't exist and foaming at the mouth, what do? Relax, and also tell a manager. Very good. Are you aware that you're being watched? How many quizzes will ask me this? Yes, I'm being watched. Good. Congratulations, you get an A++. You've been hard at work, and I think you deserve some time to relax now, A++. That's why it's time to teach you about recreation here at Group 864. Please continue. We can't wait to teach you about vacations, breaks, and recreation that we offer here at Group. You'll feel right at home. Oh. Be happy and don't forget to smile. Yes, that's right. It's not all work and anxiety here at Group. You're entitled to certain benefits. And you have the right to take 1 week of vacation per year. That's not very much. We will explain your benefits here at Group in this lesson. Vacation time. All... We want that music coming. Vacation time. All rank 3 personnel are allowed 1 week of vacation per year. All vacations must be monitored by instructors or managers at all times. All vacations are to be held within designated underground bases specifically for vacations. Any employee who does not follow the above rules will be subjected to punishments. Breaks. Each R3 personnel is allowed 1 30-minute break per 24-hour workday. If any employee takes a break of more than 45 minutes or less than 15, they will be punished. Sounds like my job. All recruits are allowed to use our free-of-charge basketball court no more than 1 day per week. You'll be provided with several basketballs and free tap water. Please do not complain about the conditions of the court. Do not say things like it's falling apart, it's unsafe, the water is discolored and smells bad. Anybody who spreads lies will be subjected to punishments. As a note, we record all our basketball games and rewatch them in private for research, and count how many points you get during each game. Whoever gets the most points gets a free glow-in-the-dark water bottle. Anybody who does not follow our recreation rules will be brought to the Smile Room to receive their justice. You get what you deserve, traitor. If you ever end up here, don't forget to smile. You will complete with us. Anyway, now that you understand the importance of complying with our strict recreation rules, we can talk about your favorite part of the job, lunchtime. Please continue for a sample of the food we serve at here at Group 864 Lunches. Honestly, this is basically any... Menu. Here at Group 864 we have a wide variety of food and snacks to choose from, focused on nutrition to help you perform your difficult jobs/tasks. Prepared by our finest chefs, you'll always be begging for more. Or else. I'm gonna jump back over here so you can just get a whole good look at whatever this is. Here's a brief view of our expansive menu. Dried mystery meat. The fun is, you never know what you'll get. 103 dead fruit flies in a bowl. Axolotl legs. Salted or unsalted. Leftover lab rats. May carry disease if undercooked. A bowl of unsweetened lemons and expired pasta mixed together. Tapioca! We have some additional options for people with food allergies. Here's our allergen-free menu. Dried and stuffed slugs, mostly free of peanuts. Rusted betel shredded into a chocolate cake, technically edible. Skunk burger, free of gluten! Doesn't that sound delicious? Don't say no, you aren't allowed to. Now I think it's time we get to concluding your training operative, but first, here's a few more things we'd like to go over with you. And don't worry, I know you're anxious to get out there and start your new job as an R3 operative, but it will have to wait for just a few more lessons. Please continue. The most frequently used noun in the English language is time. Isn't that haunting? Well, it's just because there is never enough time. Until we all become equals in the great beyond, it's only a matter of time until we're all brought into the light as one sometimes. And sometimes time can fly by and an hour is gone in a minute, but here at Group 864 we keep track of time for you so you don't have to. Don't worry, time will never fly by again because at Group 864 every second will feel just like an hour. Yeah. Every 15 minutes there's a blaring alarm that goes off in all our break rooms to help our operatives keep track of the time, since you're not allowed to own clocks. The alarm is so loud it may shake your bed, wake even the heaviest of sleepers. That way you know when it's been 15 minutes and you're allowed to leave the break room. And you know it's been 30 minutes and you're suggested to leave. And when it's been 45 minutes and you're going to be punished for being late. Blaring loud sirens are intended to keep our operatives alert and to be sure they aren't late when returning from their breaks. It's possible the alarm may cause damage to your hearing abilities. If this happens, please tell your instructor and he can assist you in restoring your hearing using our innovative brain surgery, where we can install hearing aids inside your skull that will communicate directly with your brain. That way we can ensure you hear all the proper messages and can filter out any inaccurate information you hear from fellow recruits. That's smart learning. Oh, that's right, I can scroll forward and backwards. So I guess if I scroll too far, it replays all the songs and stuff. It's time for what you've all been waiting for. The final lesson. Hacking! Please continue, recruit. We can't wait to have you on our team after this lesson. Let's teach you about hacking. Because of our reliance on computerized systems, we are prone to adversaries attempting to access our devices without authorization. Therefore, it's essential that we inform you about the techniques they use and how to combat these bad actors. If you ever heard rumors about somebody hacking one of our computers, report it immediately to a trusted manager. We will contact you in a few weeks' time to update you on the situation and ask you for any additional information. There are some files on our computers that make you cough, that contain sensitive information about our programs which cannot be leaked at any and all costs. It is your duty as an R3 personnel to protect our information and don't let it fall into the wrong hands. Please, do not talk to anyone who claims to be from Group 621. This is a hoax group. They've tried to contact our groups on our computers in the past and spread false information about our group. Please do not ever respond to Group 621 if they contact you. Oh yeah, and notify your instructors if such a thing is to happen ever. Any file that claims to be from Group 621 cannot be trusted. It is malware. Do not open it or look at it or read it or report it. No, do report it. Do not delete it. We want to keep that for our records. We will now educate you on the various methods that hackers have been compromised our data in the past. You should report any instances of hacking that you can see at Group 864. Our data is highly sensitive and cannot be shared with anyone. Do not share any information with Group 864 with anybody besides instructors and managers at any time. Please continue. Oh. Scamper off over here. Everyone is prone to accidents, and sometimes allowing for code injections can be a small accident with big consequences. What's code injection? It's when invalid data is processed, which can allow for adversaries to run code on our machines. Here's an example when Joe hacked us. Our recruits had to choose a new name that was only 3 letters long, but any text entered after the 3-letter maximum was being executed on our computers. Oh, I see. Well, that's terrible programming. When Joe entered exit app after the maximum number of letters, it caused the exit app command to run, which allowed Joe to exit out of the program he was allowed to use, and could access our desktop computer and look at all our files. Beware of code injection and report to anybody who you see using it or is attempting to. It's unauthorized access of our systems, and it's not okay. Time for the final quiz. You've learned a lot in your training journey, and your training is almost complete. After the quiz, please call your instructor over to your desk, and he will review your results and determine if you're ready to join group. The final quiz. If I see hacking, I must report all hacking. Good. Yes. I finished! Oh, I've done it. Congrats. Your training and quiz is complete. Your results are being analyzed. Call your instructor to your desk and then continue. Training is completed. Great work. Please ask your instructor to provide their ID number, and when ready, click continue. Please enter the instructor's ID number. Save. I believe it was 0621. Number not recognized. Please re-enter your instructor's ID number. I believe it was 1234. Exit app. Number not recognized. Please retry. Desktop booting up. Please press enter. I've done it. I've hacked the computer. This is it. I've done it. Ticket files. Group 621 believes they can reason with the creatures, but we must not allow them to reveal the truth to our recruits. Operative 384 didn't deserve what happened to him, but we had to do it since he had no other choice. We talked to Instructor 1107 about the latest breach of security, but he pretended that he didn't know what happened. We'll have to punish him for this too. They think they're smart, but they don't know anything.
You shouldn't be here. Leave now. Go. Now.
Fork and Frank does. Frandos, Blue 22, Blue. Alpha Echo, Silpha Echo. Error. Fruitbles. Shouldn't be here. Your time is up. How could you do this to us? Stop. Leave. What are you doing? No. Leave. What'd you do right now? You went on the computer system without authorization. You know what that means, don't you? Ah! Fear is not useful as an asset, fellow kind sir. Pain is temporary, but love is forever. You have finished. It's all done now. Have love. Be forgiving. Have mercy. The end. Or is it really? Alright, we know a code now, 1107. You did it! Part 1 of your training is complete. Nice work. Please speak to your instructor regarding Part 2. Great work once again. Just so impressive. You really did great out there, recruit. Now it's time to get you started with us. How fantastic will that be? You're going to love it here. Or else. Thanks for completing your first training module. The end. Well, that first ending went kind of goofy for a minute there, but all in all, pretty good. Whoa, I just flew off the face of the world, but I'm back now. So anyways, yeah, incredible. Very nice. Yeah, so that's gonna do it. I hope you had a great time, as great a time as I did, because I had a really great time, and I'll see you in the next one.